Hey everyone, welcome to Two Car Pros. My name is Ryan. Today I'm going to show you exactly what to do when your TPMS light comes on. Okay, let's go over the first scenario. You get in your car to go to work in the morning, or you're on the side of the road, or anywhere really, and let's take a look at this symbol flashing up at you, telling you that your tire pressure is having some sort of problem. Or sometimes you'll have it in the middle here. This is a little bit older car, so it doesn't have quite as advanced system, but a lot of the time it'll say right here in the center of the dash, hey, your tire pressure is having a problem. Or sometimes it is even in your dash right next to your speedometer. So keep a lookout for anything saying tire pressure low or check tires. So get out of the car, visually look at your tires. Do they look low? And this one looks okay. Back one looks okay. But as we come around the front, oh, look at that. Looks low. You can see it kind of pooching out on the bottom there. It looks flat. So that's probably our culprit. Typically, in the door jamb, there'll be a sticker showing you how much PSI the system is looking for. So in the front, it's looking for 35 PSI. In the back, it's looking for 33. So I'm suspicious of this tire. I'm gonna go ahead and remove the valve stem cap. Grab our tire pressure gauge. This one's a little more advanced. You can just have the more basic ones and keep it in your car. So remember, the computer's looking for that 35 PSI. We can see we're a hair under 25 PSI, so we're 10 full PSI off, which might be causing our TPMS light to be coming on. So what do? Well, we need to fill the tires up. We need to use an air chuck to do this. This one I've just gotten from Harbor Freight, but I'll leave a link down below in the description to a comparable unit, or you can go to any gas station. Costco also offers this service for free, and we're just gonna fill that up. So you can see on this gauge, it's saying it's at a hair under 25 as well, so they're both agreeing with each other. And we're just gonna fill that up by squeezing a little trigger here until we get to our magic 35 PSI. This is what the computer wants to see, so we know it's gonna be happy with this and hopefully turn the TPMS light off. And then of course, replace your valve stem dust cap. These are really important to keeping dust and grit out of that little Schrader valve, because if a little bit of dirt gets in there, it could either hold the valve open or prevent you from putting air in the future. So these are really important, and the link is down below in the description. They're one size fits all, so don't worry about getting the right one. Back in the driver's seat, you'll notice the light hasn't turned off just yet, and that is completely normal. It is completely normal to have the light still on because the computer hasn't gone through its cycles yet. Try driving it around for a few miles and see if that light comes off. So now we know this tire is completely fine. Go ahead and check the other three. Are the other three at 35 or 33 PSI, whatever it said on the door jamb? If that's the case, visually inspect your tires. Look into the treads. Is there like a big old nail sticking out of it that's slowly causing this leak? Or is it just low because, well, think about like a balloon. It eventually loses air. You do have to continuously add air to your tires. They're not just something you leave alone. You should be checking your tires regularly. And what do I mean by regularly? Probably once a month. I would check your tires and make sure they haven't lost too much air. And like I just said, do the visual inspection. Make sure there's not just a nail sticking in the tire, because that'll need to be patched or replaced. And go ahead and do that for all 4 tires on your car. So let's say you verified all the pressures in your tires and they're all fine. What do you do now? Well, what has happened to you is the TPMS sensor, the actual sensor inside of it, has a battery. It's inside of the tire, and that battery goes out or the sensor gets no good, because think about it, it's going around and around and around a bunch. It's very common for those sensors to go out. Not as common as just topping off the air like I showed you how, but it does happen. And in that instance, you have to take the tire off to replace that TPMS sensor. In my opinion, it is better to just wait until you need new tires and just visually look at the tires. Are the tires full? Do they have air in them? Have you verified that? Then it's okay to drive on that. The computer in your car is very powerful, but it's not powerful enough to bend reality. So it is going to be wrong about that. It doesn't know your tire pressure, so it just says there's a problem. The problem is it doesn't know your tire pressure, but you know your tire pressure. Sometimes you have to outthink your computer and verify just here in reality that your tires are okay, and it is safe to drive on that. Just next time you get a set of tires, I would go ahead and replace those sensors or whichever one went out. Typically, if one goes out, the other 3 are going out right behind it, and get a brand new set of all 4. So that's exactly what to do when your TPMS light comes on. It is not a scary thing. It is definitely something you can handle on the side of the road, gas station, etc. This is something that you can drive on as long as you visually inspect and make sure that your tires are at their correct PSI manually. Your computer might not necessarily know how much PSI is in your tires. Sensor could have gone out, like I said, and it just kind of throws that code as a fail-safe. So be smart. look at your tires, and handle the situation. Thank you so very much for watching. If you found this video helpful or interesting at all, please consider becoming a member by clicking that join button down below. It's a direct way to help my channel out. Barring that, a like, comment, and subscription go a huge way in telling YouTube that I did a good job, and I would really appreciate that as well. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you next time.